Hello guys, it's been a while since we did one of these monitor reviews, but thanks to the nice people at BenQ, we get to check out the new 4K monitor, the MOBIUZ EX3210U. So let's get into it. So, as my package arrived a few days ago, as you can see in this unboxing, the packaging is really solid and something very serious has to happen during shipping for any harm to come to it. Getting it out of the box is a bit tricky, but luckily setting up the monitor is extremely easy. You tilt it at an angle and it just locks in place, and that is that. I've been testing it for the past couple of days, mainly gaming and to be more specific Elden Ring, but we're gonna get to that. Now we're all set up, you can slide the panel up or down and tilt it left or right, however fits best on your desk. And you'll also notice for a 4K monitor with built-in speakers and microphone, it's actually very thin. It is a 32-inch 4K monitor with an IPS panel, so the color range of games would be the closest that the game developers intended for you to see. And with the AMD FreeSync Premium Pro technology, enabling you to get the best possible experience when playing HDR games or movies. And the 144Hz and 1 millisecond response time will ensure you get a smooth gaming experience. Of course, you will need quite a beefy PC to be able to run the latest games in 4K on the highest settings. I got an RTX 2080 and I had a very good experience playing Elden Ring, and the graphics look absolutely stunning in 4K. I like my games to look very bright and vibrant, but if you'd rather tone it down a little bit, you can do so by using the little knob at the bottom of the screen. But I prefer to use the remote, just because it's easier, and there are several presets you can choose from. There is a quick menu, going from standard, game and cinema for the most common presets. Now let's take a little bit of time to check out Overwatch as we compare different presets. This game is generally very bright and the colors are lively and vivid compared to Elden Ring, which is way more dark and gritty. Now I do think the 3 quick menu presets are probably enough. I just pick one that I like and I leave it at that. But if you want, you can go to color mode to find even more presets, and each one can be adjusted to your liking, going from contrast, brightness, sharpness, blurriness and way more than that. As I mentioned before, this monitor has Hdri, so let's take a look at what it actually does. The preset names are pretty much self-explanatory. The game Hdri really enhances the contrast and detail, getting you way better color performance, so dark images look better and brighter scenes are more balanced. Cinema HDR is of course more related for watching movies or videos. Skin tones will look more natural, and green, blue and cyan will look more saturated. And then there's the display HDR. This has less detail and doesn't really overexpose the images. Now, sometimes a game doesn't support HDR, but this monitor allows the effect to be emulated. So if you're playing a game or watching a movie, you can enjoy the better visuals. The monitor detects the content you're gonna play doesn't support it, and then it will automatically turn on the emulated HDR. Now, if you take a look at the back of the monitor, we can see there are 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, a display port, an audio jack, and 4 USB 3.0 ports. So if you would use it for console gaming, you can hook up an Xbox, PlayStation, and even your PC at the same time without having to change the cables all the time. Now, something I haven't really seen before in the monitor. In the back there are these lights built in, and you can change how they lit up. I really like having the colors go through the entire color spectrum, but you have lots of presets to pick from. The monitor comes with built-in speakers, and I was quite surprised how good they actually are. Of course, a speaker built into a screen won't be as good as the real thing, but last night I watched YouTube videos on a PlayStation 5 using the monitor sound, and it was very good indeed. The volume maxed out won't make your room rumble if you're playing loud music, but I think they're more than suitable, and I'll quickly demonstrate.
It happened an age ago. It happened an age ago. But when I recall, I see it true. On a night of wintry fog,
It's a little bit difficult to carry over on video like this, but the volume was completely maxed out and I would hear it in any place in my apartment, even in my bedroom. But it's more than enough for you to be 1 or 2 rooms away and still hear what's going on. So you can easily bring your monitor to friends or to the office without having to bring your speakers as well, saving all that extra space. There are 5 different presets for sound settings. FPS would help you localize enemies better, give you more directional awareness, like footsteps or the typical weapon sounds. RCG is more directed at the racing games, giving that deep bass sound, and 3D surround effects are enhanced. SPG is more directed at announcer voices, for example sports games like FIFA. Cinema mode really focuses on the immersive experience of watching a movie. And lastly, Pop Live is of course more directed at playing music. And now it is time to check out the built-in microphone. Of course guys, letting you hear the microphone is gonna need some more demonstrating. So this is my normal microphone, and I live next to a busy street, so you can probably hear some traffic. And let's type a little bit on the keyboard. See, you can probably pick it up on the sound. And now we're gonna switch off to the microphone from the monitor. Right guys, so I just switched over to the microphone of the monitor. That's the only sound you're hearing now. The street we're probably not gonna hear due to the noise cancellation. It's on a maximum level. And now I'm typing, I'm typing on my keyboard. So hopefully you're not gonna hear anything. I had the PS5 since day one, but I never got to test the 4K because my old TV only supports 1080p, and as I set it up, the settings automatically changed to 4K because of the settings in my console are set to automatically pick those up. This game is Demon's Souls. It is running at 4K, 120Hz and 60fps, and it does look good, but the game is so dark, it's a bit difficult to make out the details, especially when recording a screen. It's the only native PS5 game I got, and I haven't been able to make much progress yet because the From Software games are known for their difficulty. Elden Ring took me 90 hours to beat just once, so that says a lot I think. Now, let's quickly take a look at The Last of Us Part 2. This is a PS4 game that runs on the PS5 as well, and there was a patch for the PS5, making it run at 60fps. I know it's not much difference because graphically it's probably virtually identical to the PS4 version, apart from the frames per second, but I think it does look amazing. What do you think? So guys, the final verdict on this monitor. Well, I had about 10 hours on Elden Ring, and I got to say, the monitor really exceeded all my expectations. Seriously, it looks so good. Graphically, 4K, everything is so sharp. My previous one is a 1440p, and compared to 4K, this is just another level. Seriously. If you're looking for a good 4K monitor, it's a bit pricey at 1,1310 euro, but I do think it will be worth every penny. I like to play my games at the highest graphical settings possible, while still having some decent FPS, so there you go guys. I hope this review was a bit helpful, and let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.